Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is David A. Qua and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a brand new visitor to my YouTube channel and have no idea what my videos are all about, I normally talk about movies, comic books, video games, things I'm passionate about. I do hauls, reviews, unboxings. If that's the type of thing you're into, you may want to check out my other content, and if you like what you see, do subscribe. Today we're actually going to talk about E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo of 2016. If you haven't been noticing, there's been a ton of trailers and releases and announcements related to video games in the past couple weeks. It's because of E3. This is the time where most of those video game companies give you what you want. You want to see gameplay, you want to see trailers, you want to see a release date for these games. They're going to give you betas, demos. This is their time to give it to you, okay? Try to sell you their game. And they have stage shows, press conferences where they show us new trailers. They do interviews with the people who developed the game and stuff like that, and they show us like what new features and stuff like that. Okay, I watched 5 of them. Okay, and I will watch more. There's like more. There's a PC game. There was one that took place in Japan. There's a Nintendo one that's going to be on for tomorrow. I did not watch everything, but these are the ones I'm going to talk about. Okay, I'm talking about EA, Bethesda, Microsoft, Ubisoft, and Sony. Those are the big video game companies that I will talk about in this video, okay? And I will have timestamps and what video games I'm going to talk about in the description. So if you want to say, okay, I just want to hear what you have to say about Gears of War or Call of Duty, I just want to hear your thoughts on the new Resident Evil 7 that they announced, you know? You can just jump straight to it based on what you see in the video. I have specifically what games I will talk about in each section, okay? Before E3, they already released a whole bunch of trailers already, you know? There was one for FIFA, there was like Kingdom Hearts 2.8, they did a new trailer for that, XCOM 2, Watchdogs 2, Persona 5, World of Final Fantasy, they had one called Agents of Mayhem that looked pretty good. There's lots of good, this is like the Comic-Con of video games, man. Like, this is the time where gamers can go and just enjoy, you know, video game related news and stuff like that. So what I have here are games that are from whatever game I'm going to talk about, the game I have stacked up here will represent that game, okay? So maybe it's a previous entry in the series, the same development team, maybe it's from the same company or whatever. I have whatever I'm going to talk about, I have a game to represent it, so you can have something visual to look at, okay? Let's get started. I'm going to start with EA and then move on and end with Sony, okay? Let's get started. EA, they talked about a few games. One of them I don't actually have here. Electronic Arts talked about Titanfall 2. That's right. Remember the first Titanfall game? It was exclusive to Xbox. Titanfall 2 will be on PS4, and I think that's wise. All right. I think they learned from Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I think that whatever game they have that's big, they better release on PS4 also. Okay. There's some games that you probably keep, you know, but PS4 will have Titanfall 2, and I'm really excited about it. I went to my friend's house and we played Titanfall, the first Titanfall, at his place. It looked good, you know. Mech combat, your robots have these finishers and executions and stuff like that. It looked cool to me, okay? And I'm looking forward. There will be a single-player campaign in Titanfall 2, which is another thing that I'm looking forward to playing, okay? So yeah, Titanfall 2. I will get it, okay? I don't know if I'll get a midnight release day 1 or I'm going to wait till it goes down on sale, but I will play Titanfall 2 eventually, someday, alright? Mass Effect Andromeda. They didn't really say much about it, but I just want to say, when the game is released, when the new trailer is out, I will take a look at it, and I probably will play it, alright? I played the previous Mass Effect game on PS3, and I really did enjoy it. I did a speed run, by the way, so I didn't play like every mission, stuff like that. But I really enjoyed it. Okay, I like the gameplay, the story, the characters especially, and I'm looking forward to the new Mass Effect game. This is something we've been begging for, but I don't think it's I think it's part of the same universe, but it's not a continuation of Shepard and his story, you know. They mentioned the sports games that people talk about. EA, they think about EA Sports, you know. I got a few of them right here from 2014, alright? Madden, NBA, FIFA. It was really cool watching the video because they actually brought like gamers like you and me, you know, regular dudes who are like, this is the best Madden player. He's going to be part of a tournament with the other great Madden players and stuff like that. And, you know, it was nice, you know, seeing regular people be part of the presentation. They did show off FIFA 17, and they said that there will be a single-player story mode in FIFA 17, and I'm like, what? So if you guys remember, the NBA 2K games actually have story modes. Like last year they had NBA 2K16 with Spike Lee directing the story mode. I think people that was one of the big reasons why some people were curious. You know, the story directed by Spike Lee. He's going to work on a video game. You know, they're going to do something similar with FIFA. Okay, so FIFA will have a story mode. The next one, the one that's coming out this year. I have Star Wars Battlefront here because they did talk about a new Star Wars game, and we don't know the name of the game yet. We do know it takes place in the Star Wars universe. We saw people like working on it, like the video they showed us was like a behind the scenes look, showing us like concept art and, you know, people working on the game and stuff like that, you know, behind the scenes type stuff. And they're just trying to get you hyped for the upcoming Star Wars game. They did mention that it's going to take place in a new era of Star Wars, new characters and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay. They showed. In the entire E3, they showed the same trailer for Battlefield 1 twice. Like, I believe they showed it again during Microsoft's presentation. It looks good to me. I will get Battlefield 1 on midnight release day one, okay? I will try to anyway. Like, I'm really looking forward to it. Who knows what? I'm actually taking more classes to finish up my masters a lot more faster, you know? So I'm hoping that I get through it real quick and be able to have the time to play games, you know? So yeah, looking forward to Battlefield 1. They showed us you can drive tanks, you can drive planes, you can drive horses and stuff like that. One of the things I always incorporated with, I've always associated with Battlefield is that you can have a lot of vehicle combat, you know? So I hope they continue that with the new Battlefield game. Let's talk about Bethesda now. There wasn't too much I was interested in when it comes to Bethesda. They talked about Quake Champions. Now, I played Quake 2, and that's like the only Quake game I played. I played it way back in like PS1 days, you know? And I never played a Quake game since. I know Quake 3 was, Arena was really good. That's what I was told. And I don't know, if they release another Quake game, I'll give it a chance, okay? Lots of talk about Elder Scrolls. There was like Elder Scrolls Legends, Elder Scrolls Online, Elder Scrolls Skyrim Remastered, you know? Lots of stuff, you know, related to Elder Scrolls. And they said they're going to do Elder Scrolls Skyrim Remastered. Now, I bought the collector's edition of Skyrim, okay? And I didn't finish it. I ended up giving the game to my friend, and he gave it back to me, of course. But my roommate he played the rest of Skyrim for me, okay? I just had him come to my room and just play whenever he wants, you know? And he enjoys it, you know? I actually got the Dragon for Skyrim, but I'm not going to play it on PS4. This is a huge time investment, man. But it was a good game. I'm not surprised that they decided to remaster it because people, you know, would play it for hours. Okay. November 11th, they will be releasing Dishonored 2, which out of all the games I'm talking about in this video, I'm looking most forward to. Okay. Dishonored 2 looked great. There's like, you play as the girl from the first game. She's all grown up now, and she's like the player that you choose. And I think you can switch back between Corvo, which is the character from the first game. And you got new powers and the new weapons and stuff like that. It looked cool. It looked amazing to me, okay? I love the art style and the character models and stuff like that. It's a beautiful game to me, okay? I freaking love the first game. I will play the second game when it comes out, all right? So that's coming out in November. I'm probably going to pick up Call of Duty another time, like wait till it goes out in price, you know? Because Dishonored comes out a week later, and I'd rather buy Dishonored before Call of Duty, okay? The Microsoft press conference, I actually did record my reaction. I watched it live on Twitch. I only had 3 viewers, so Yarnik, Comic Book Teen, and Debon Jari, whatever your name is. You guys are greatest, are the greatest, you know, for being there. So if you guys want to go to my Twitch, I just recently moved it to the highlights section. So go, it's the same name as my username on YouTube, by the way. Twitch.tv/DavidAQua, and you'll see my full reaction watching the videos live, okay? The first game they showed off was Gears of War 4, alright? I have Judgment right here because that's the last game that came out that I played. They talked about more things related to Microsoft. I would like to talk about clubs. Like clubs is going to have it's like community on PS4. So I guess they're jumping on that bandwagon. You can now, if you buy a game on Xbox One, you can get on Windows 10. You can get it on your PC or whatever. That's interesting too. A lot of talk about Windows 10. Like they're going to say that Windows 10 and iPhone and iOS and all that stuff, you can all have Xbox Live on it. So whatever games you play will get achievements for all these systems together or whatever. Gears of War 4 looked good. It didn't really impress me though. It looks like any other Gears of War game, to be honest with you. But it looks like there were new weapons. I guess you see new characters, new locations, new enemies and stuff like that. If I ever get an Xbox One, it's probably one of the first games I will play. Okay. They mentioned Forza. I don't have any previous game in the Forza series to show you. I got Forza 2 or whatever, and I traded in. Okay. But it looked beautiful. You know, looks nice. They mentioned Killer Instinct will have a Gears of War character. But the games I really want to talk about is like Final Fantasy 15. They actually showed a demo where they're fighting this Titan dude. It looked really cool. He's like huge. Kind of makes me think about Clash of the Titans. Not Clash. What is that? Shadow of the Colossus or God of War. You know, it kind of reminds me of that. You know, that thing's freaking huge. It looked cool. Final Fantasy 15 is a game that's on my radar, but I think I'm going to wait for that game to go down in price before I actually buy it. Okay. Dead Rising 4. They showed us a trailer for it. Okay. The main character from the first game will be back for it, and it's going to take place during Christmas, and it's going to be released for Christmas. And they play like Christmas music during the trailer and stuff like that, and it looked cool. It looked cool. I was actually I didn't play Dead Rising 3 because I don't have an Xbox One, and I love these Dead Rising games. You know, they're open world. They're like tons of zombies on the screen. Very action packed. You know, the boss fights are almost impossible sometimes. I liked it, and I'm looking forward to seeing, at least until I play it myself, watching videos of other people playing Dead Rising 4. Halo Wars 2. I never finished Halo Wars 1. I have it right here. And it's a game that I really enjoyed. And for what I did play. And it looks cool, you know? I'm looking forward to the new Halo Wars 2 game. I don't have much else to say. I hope that the game's a lot more addictive than Halo 5. I have a friend who did buy Halo 5 Guardians. He didn't like it very much. Hopefully he'll like this Halo game more. All right, but it's not the same, you know, first-person shooter type gameplay. It's kind of like it's as a more strategy. Okay, and then this last game, I only have BioShock here because that's what I thought it was. If you watched the video of me reacting, I was like, "Is this BioShock?" But no, it isn't. It just looks like BioShock. It has like the same, you know, the colors and the character models. The first thing I thought about was BioShock. Okay, I'm just holding this box here because that's what the game looks like. It's called We Happy Few, and the story of the game is that you live in some type of community where you take pills in order to make yourself happy. Okay, so everyone else took pills except for you. You decided to skip. You didn't take the pill that morning, and you went to a birthday party or whatever, and they had a piñata. They were smacking a piñata, right? And because you didn't take your pills, you see the truth, and they hallucinate. Okay, they thought they were hitting a piñata, but they were actually hitting a dead animal. And what they thought was candy, they were actually tearing up the animal apart and eating it, thinking it was candy. But you saw it, and you were like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it! I took off these pills, and now I'm seeing the real truth here." And they realized based on your reaction that you did not take your pills that morning, and the police start running after you. I thought it looked really cool. I thought it looked really awesome. That's a game I really want to play. Day 1, midnight release. But I probably won't because I'm probably gonna have something busy going on that day. And then they mention Xbox One S. There's a new model of the Xbox One, and here's the kicker. They mentioned a new console. Right now, they call it Project Scorpio. Remember way back when Project Morpheus turned out, and right now it's called the Xbox 360 Connect, right? Well, Project Scorpio, we don't know what the real name of it is, but they're gonna have it's gonna have teraflops, you know, like it's not gonna be gigabytes anymore. It's going to be teraflops and stuff like that. It's going to be huge, tons of space, lots of power, and it's going to be the greatest video game console ever. I don't know, but they said that they're in development, okay? And that's pretty much all they talked about during the Microsoft press conference. If you want to see my reaction to it, it's on Twitch, alright? Let's talk about Ubisoft. Ubisoft was, it was long, but there weren't a lot of games I'm interested in watching, so I did skip a lot of it, okay? I was watching, I was like, I don't care about this game, I just skipped it. I was hoping for something Splinter Cell or Assassin's Creed related, because those are the games from Ubisoft I most like. They didn't say anything about Splinter Cell. They did mention that there's going to be a Splinter Cell skin, like Sam Fisher's going to be playable in The Division, a game that I did not play yet, okay? I'll probably pick up The Division someday if Sam Fisher's going to be a playable skin or whatever, you know, that'd be kind of cool. They did mention Assassin's Creed. Now I have Assassin's Creed Chronicles here just because it's the latest game I picked up from the series, okay? I love Assassin's Creed. I play every single game, including the ones on the PSP, the PlayStation Vita had one, for Nintendo DS, they actually had a couple Assassin's Creed games there. I'm looking forward to the Assassin's Creed movie because that's what they showed. That's the only thing Assassin's Creed related. They did not mention that they're working on a new game, that they're going to be releasing a new game anytime soon. They did mention the movie. The movie looks cool to me. It stars the same dude who plays Michael Fassbender. He plays Magneto in X-Men, alright? And they showed a new trailer with new scenes and stuff like that. They actually did an interview with the producer of the movie, and they actually showed, this is the kicker for me. They played the theme song from Assassin's Creed Rogue. If you haven't played Assassin's Creed Rogue, there's like a very catchy theme song on the main menu, you know, where you press start and pick your game and continue and stuff like that. They played the song. So I was like, are you going to have the soundtrack from the video games in the movie? That would be awesome. But anyway, the movie comes out on December 21st. I'm looking forward to it. That's a no-brainer. I'm going to see that movie no matter what. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. People who see my gameplay and live streams know that, alright? I really enjoy the series. They mentioned Ghost Recon. I don't play Ghost Recon. But if the game looks good, alright? I may actually pick up the previous games just so I can play Ghost Recon. Be updated. They mentioned a Star Trek VR game. I wasn't really too interested in that. They actually had the dude with the visor. He was there from Next Generation. He was actually there talking about the game. Actually, I think that's him. I don't know. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan as much as Star Wars. But anyway, Assassin's Creed. They mentioned the new South Park game. We already knew that South Park: The Fractured But Whole is coming out this year. Being made. But it's coming out this year. I kind of spoiled that for you. But it's coming out this year. I'm really looking forward to it. It's coming out for Christmas, actually. So if someone buys that for me for Christmas, I'm gonna ask my parents or something. Just get me the new South Park video game for Christmas. Because instead of the check, the money, okay? I already just get the game straight. That would be a great thing to open up to, okay? It has the same gameplay, pretty much. It has the same, like, turn-based RPG type gameplay. But it's going to be about superheroes and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to it. They did a Marvel thing, you know, where it's like Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 during the trailer. And then they showed us actual gameplay, them fighting strippers and some dude in a suit or something like that. It looks really cool. I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm a huge fan of South Park. I have a South Park collection. I have action figures, all the DVDs and stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to the next game, alright? Watchdogs 2. They already released the trailer a couple weeks ago. And, people remember me, they associate me with Watch Dogs, okay? Some people, they watch my Watch Dogs gameplay, and from then on they were like, David, say darn this game, please! And they would go to my live stream, I'm playing Call of Duty or something, I'm like, David, say that one word you say during your Watch Dogs. And I was like, okay, darn this game. And people were like, yay! It's kind of funny. It's kind of like my catchphrase. I don't want it to be my catchphrase, but that's what people associate me with. They think, oh, it's David, darn this game, you know, every time they make like a banner for my YouTube or something, they mention darn this game as a quote on there. It's really funny. But anyway, I enjoyed the first Watch Dogs game. There was like, I finished the main story, but there was like a ton of side content I never got to do. There was like a freaking funny, like, it's like like you're shooting in an arcade or something like that. You're bouncing on flowers and stuff like that. I freaking love the first Watch Dogs for those things, okay? And I'm looking forward to Watch Dogs 2.
but I'm not gonna buy it day one. All right, that's a game that I'm gonna wait till it goes down in price a little bit. Like I really enjoyed the first Watch Dogs, but I'm gonna wait. All right. All right. The final game here, the final press conference, is Sony. All right. Sony had some good games. As a matter of fact, I think they had the best stuff. They mentioned I'm not gonna talk about some of these games. Skylanders, Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn. They mentioned Crash Bandicoot. I'm not going to talk about those games, okay? I don't have much to say about it. I'm not a fan of... I don't play Skylanders. I do know people who do, but I have nothing to say about it, okay? Days Gone and Horizon Zero Dawn looks cool too. They're third-person type games, okay? And you slash things up and sneak around and shoot things or whatever. It looks good, but that's not a game I'm really hyped for. But we'll talk about these other games, okay? First thing, I do have to mention this. There was a lot of talk about VR, okay? So they mentioned Resident Evil 7. That's right, they finally revealed some gameplay of Resident Evil 7. It's going to be first person this time. It's going to be a first person game, and it's going to be VR compatible, alright? So you can actually play a Resident Evil game in VR. Like, that sounds awesome to me. And it was a really eerie game. Remember that PT trailer? Playable teaser for Silent Hills? It kind of reminds me of that. So that's where Resident Evil is apparently going. It's not going to be that full action third-person shooter type game like before. Alright? So I'm looking forward to that. They mentioned Star Wars. Here, I'm going to hold this box up again. Star Wars Battlefront. They're going to have an X-Wing VR missions. They mentioned Batman Arkham VR, you know. They also mentioned that Final Fantasy 15 will have VR compatibility on PS4. You know, lots of talk about VR. And PlayStation VR is very looking forward to it. I'm not going to get PlayStation VR right away, though. Not until people work out the bugs. I'm pretty sure there's going to be bugs and glitches and stuff like that. So I'm going to wait a little bit till the new model or until it goes on sale or whatever. You're probably wondering why I have this box here. That's right. They've announced a new God of War game. Now, I don't know the name of it. It just says God of War. That's it. But it's in red, not yellow like this one, okay? It was like a red little symbol in the middle. And Kratos is old. He has a beard. He has like a kid with him. I believe it's his son. And they went hunting and stuff like that. And then there was like a fight scene. The game is different, by the way. The gameplay is different. It's over the shoulder. It's not like these games where like the camera's steady and you move around the screen. It's not like that anymore. The gameplay completely changed. It looks like what's that one game with it's I forgot the name of it. It's over the shoulder, okay? And it looks good. I probably will get that on really early release, okay? There is a new Quantic Dream game. Quantic Dream is the same people who made Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls. There's a new game called Detroit Become Human. Alright? And it looks fantastic. The graphics are amazing as usual when it comes to Quantic Dream games. The motion capture, the facial expressions. It's going to be another game where you know, your choices continue on with the story and stuff like that. And it looks good to me, you know. I'm trying to figure... Oh my gosh, I can't figure out what the game I'm trying to... It's... I have not played it, by the way. It's the same people who... oh my gosh, it's from Naughty Dog. It's not Uncharted. What is that game? What is that game? People will comment... it's a third person as a little girl. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the game. But that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking the boy in the game kind of reminds me of that little girl in the game who's like sick, right? And they took her to the one place, and he refuses to let them kill her to get the cure for the disease. Oh my gosh, the dude has a beard. Oh my god, I can't think of the game. I know what it is. The dude has a backpack. He's wearing a red shirt. You know, he's like all the clickers. You know, oh my gosh. You know, screw it. Some people comment in the description and tell me. Actually, I'm going to look it up on Wikipedia right after this. I can't think of the game. Anyway, there is an amazing Spider-Man game. Well, it's just called Spider-Man PS4. Hashtag Spider-Man PS4 is what they called it, okay? It looks like it will be exclusive PS4. It looks good, but it looks like every other previous Spider-Man game. You're swinging around and trying to chase after the goons in the car and stuff like that. But I guess we'll see. It's not going to be connected to any video game apparently. But it looks good, alright? It has like updated graphics and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that. I love the Spider-Man games, by the way. Okay, this is, again, best for last, right? I guess people are wondering, will I get Call of Duty Infinite Warfare? My answer is, I still don't know! Like, the game looks cool in some ways, and it looks disappointing in others, alright? I don't know if you guys remember, Call of Duty Black Ops, when people first saw the trailer to it, they hated it. I don't know if you guys remember that, but the feedback to Call of Duty Black Ops, before the game came out, people didn't like what they saw, okay? Modern Warfare came out, it was like the biggest game ever, okay? Call of Duty 4 came out, and Modern Warfare 2 came out later on that year, and World at War came out before that, but people didn't like it. And then they made another game that's kind of like in the past, you know? People were already like getting into the Modern Warfare 2 at the time, and then they released the trailer for Black Ops. They were like, what are they doing? We want the futuristic games, you know? And in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, they bring us even more futuristic ever. You're in space now, you're shooting everything, and, you know, there's tons of explosions and stuff like that. I am still looking forward to seeing what co-op mode they have. You know how every single year they have, it's either zombies, this company actually did the aliens, the extinction mode, aliens. If they have something, I want to see what they have. They didn't show anything like that for this game, okay? All they showed was that Infinite Warfare is going to take place in space. Will there be aliens then? Is there going to be an alternate aliens mode? Kind of like zombies? I don't know. So I'm still on the fence about where to get Infinite Warfare or not. But here's the thing, Dishonored 2 comes out the week after. I'd rather save up my money and get Dishonored 2. I have a feeling I'm going to spend more time playing that game. You know, I'm more interested in that one. But they did show a trailer to it. They show some gameplay. It looks interesting. Lots of explosions, tons of action. But if anyone asks me in the future, David, will you get Infinite Warfare? I don't know. All right. Right now, if you want to ask me right now, no. I do not want to get it. Okay. I'd rather save up my, like Battlefield 1 would be out a couple weeks before, and Dishonored 2 comes out after that. You know, after Call of Duty, and I'd rather just save up my money for Dishonored 2. To be honest with you. All right. They did announce that if you pre-order on PS4, you will play the campaign first. Like, the campaign, you can download the campaign ahead of time and play like a month early. I think that's really cool. Can we get it, just the campaign, for a discounted price? You know what I mean? like I don't care about the rest of the game, can I just download the campaign, that'd be it, you know? And that'd be my experience with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. That would be nice, you know? But I doubt that's how they're going to do it. But yeah. I think that's it. So, out of all the games I'm looking forward to, I want to play Resident Evil 7, God of War, South Park, Dishonored. And those are the top games that are on my list. Oh, and that one game on that I said looked like BioShock, We Happy Few. Those are the games I'm looking forward to. Now, let me try to think really quick what the heck that game is that I said. Anyway, like, it doesn't fully look like it, but he was like walking in the forest. That's the first thing I thought of. Okay, it's like Kratos looks like the adult dude that you're walking around with, and the boy looks like the little girl in that game. It's the game with the clickers, you know, and try to like, oh my gosh, and you know, forget it. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. Rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. If I have anything worth talking about when it comes to Nintendo, we'll talk about it there. But thank you for watching.